Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to discuss birthday number 17. So this is one of my personal favorites just because, of course, I have a life path number of 8, so I'm very familiar with how the 17 operates in regards to birth numbers. I do know a lot of people with the birth number of 17, both famous and personally in personal relationships, so this is going to be an easy one. All right, so let's get right into it. So number 1, of course, we have Sun like usual. I'm not even going to cover it this time. 7, we have K2, which of course is very inclusive, very isolated, very spiritual number. And then we have 8, which is of course Saturn, and that is more of like the infinity symbol on its side. So there's infinite possibility with this number. When you have a birth number of 17, the things I would want to look out for is having hardships, especially in childhood. This will not continue after the age of 35, but before that, you need to watch out for a lot of obstacles, delays, and just things that may get in your way when you have certain goals. This may include people or just natural events that may occur, such as like we have COVID-19 right now. I'm sure that's affecting a lot of eights in different ways, whether we like to admit it or not. We're all being affected worldwide at the moment due to the fact that we're in a 22 year. So it's a year of very big change. So that also is something that I can go over as well in a future video. But to pertain back to the 17 very specifically here, the career choices that I'd recommend, the 8 does give a lot of good administrative skills and organizational abilities through the kind of lifestyle that it gives you if you have a birth number of 17. And your conscious brain will naturally make you meticulous in that way. What I mean by that, like my girlfriend, for instance, like she's extremely organized. She does things in which like her room is just completely organized. She knows exactly where everything is. If something's moved, she knows, and she'll just go after her family for it. So that's that. In regards to other 17s that are like famous, we have like Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan. That's like athletes, but there's other people as well that do have the 17 as a birth number and have done a lot of very innovative things, such as Benjamin Franklin as well. If you want to look at it for a career, like the 8 says, it's infinity, but I would say that your most common career pursuits that are going to lead you to a lot of happiness are in the results of power, human resources, political aspirations, managerial positions within companies, or complete self inclusive entrepreneurship, because that's what you're going to be looking for. You want to look at things that are going to make sure that you are in power because you have the 1, which is the sun, 7, which is K2, which likes to be isolated and by itself. And then you have the 8, which is social. But with this combination, this produces the most successful 8s in history. Birth number 17 actually produces some of the most successful people in history. And that's the thing. So if you're hearing this and you're a birth number 17, don't feel like you're under any pressure whatsoever. It's just a matter of you do have a lot of capabilities that you have to capitalize upon. And the way to do that is to actually utilize your skills and monetize them. So if you're already a very organized and meticulous person, maybe you should be looking into things like accounting, bookkeeping, or running your own business of some sort if a company doesn't work for you. Because a lot of the times with people that have 1 in their birth number, they tend not to like to get micromanaged anyways. So you just got to look into your own personal aspirations and see what you want. As I've said in other videos, other numbers are going to get in the way of that birth number. Meaning, if you have like a 9 as a life path number and a birth number of 17, as much as the 17 is going to give you all those abilities, the 9 may give you a bit of an aggressive streak, or the 9 may give you a bit of a nice streak, like where you're a humanitarian. So it all depends on how everything mixes and how you can blend the energy together and complement it. So that's what you want to do. You're the vessel that's containing, a lot of different types of energy. If you can figure out how to use those energies correctly, then you're going to be very successful. If you cannot do that, then you're going to have what you would call bad luck. It's not really bad luck, it's just you don't know how to control your power yet. 8 is one of the most powerful numbers. Aside from 1, I'd say 8, then 11, then 22. That's it. So the thing about it is, that's not in order either. Those numbers are all equally as powerful, but they're the most hardest numbers I would say to control because of their karmic weight within our universe. So to speak particularly on the 8, it's all about thought, word, and deed. If you can combine your thought, which is like everything that you think within each day, your word, what you speak, like how I'm speaking right now, and your deed, like action, with those 3 things, if you can align them to a given purpose, you are going to have a lot of power. It's going to give the 8 that momentum to pull you forward a lot. If you're able to utilize the 8's energy by doing hard work, you're going to give Saturn what it wants. If you're able to wear something like even blue sapphire, that's going to actually give you an extra boost as well. And just so you guys are aware, the 8's element is not actually electricity. A lot of people like to say it's air, it's electricity. It's a shocking energy. It's extremely hard to maneuver and hard to control. And if it's not controlled, it's going to kill you. It's as simple as that. Whether you're born the 8, 17, 26, or if you're a life path 8, if you do not control the 8 power, it will kill you. Literally, it will kill you in a car accident. You will die in a very weird way. You need to learn how to control the energy correctly and use it competently. And the only way to do that is to focus on the present moment. If you are an 8, the main weakness that you're going to have, which is what I'm going to get into next, is the fact that you have a lot of anxiety about the future. 8s, whether they want to admit it or not, are always worried about what's going to happen next. Always are planning for ahead. Always just worried about what people think of them. Your main thing here is you need to look at life and say, okay, I do care about these things, yes. However, I need to start looking at things in a very different way. And the way you're going to have to start looking at them is look at things in the present moment versus what you want things to be. Accept the present moment for what it is and actually utilize it and weaponize it. Accept everything and then understand it and get rid of your anxiety, because the root to your anxiety is the fact that you're living within the future and not in reality, which is this present moment. As soon as you can accept the present moment for what it is, you will then be able to use your 8 energy to then get what you want. I'm going to say that again. Once you are able to accept the present moment for what it is, you will then be able to use your 8 energy to get what you want. You need to understand that you are in a realm, a physical realm, that you have complete control over using your spiritual and mental power. It's as simple as that. Your mind is the master over matter. Nothing matters here in the physical realm. You are energy within infinite universes. That's it. Once you understand that you have the energy of Saturn, the energy of electricity, you can then use that shocking energy to create a big ripple in your life and in turn life upside down. If you're on a bad luck streak, leave something in the comments for me. I'm going to go over what numbers you have that interlock with the 8, just because I know the 8's a very hard number to actually control, and I'll work with you directly on how to actually deal with that in the future. So it's going to be completely fine, guys. Next, tomorrow, I'm going to get into birth number 18. I just wanted to get caught up today. That's why I'm doing 2 videos today, just because I viewed this as like I took a few days off, and I'm not really proud of that. I want to make sure I get back on the bandwagon. So starting tomorrow, I'll be doing 1 video again a day, but I want to get through numerology so then we can get to astrology and discuss everything and how they interconnect and how you can use these energies for your bigger benefit. Because everything is true. Astrology is true and numerology is true. The books that I'm doing reviews on is true as well. If you can use these 3 things to your own advantage, you will have a very successful life. If you want to take the key and not unlock the door, then that's your own prerogative. All right, guys, so that's it for the video today. Please like, subscribe, holla at me. That's it.